Let's go.
Steeler Nation, chat fam, Steel Curtain Network listeners, subscribers, website users. Check out the Steel Curtain website, Steel Curtain Network website. Lots of good info out there this time of year for all your Steelers stuff. Be sure to check it out. We just got off the Know It Alls channel. Myself, Big-G, the homie Curve from the Black and Gold Standard. Be sure to subscribe to that podcast. He got a lot of good content over there talking about specifically Steelers stuff, like we like to dive into and hear about, stay abreast. I'm listening to the national media, like always, trying to get stuff everywhere. Colin Cowherd today said he don't think Omar Khan's done a good job. I'm sitting there looking at it thinking, like, these guys just have no idea, man. Omar Khan has done 10 times better than Kevin Colbert did his last 3 years and his first 3 years. So I had to, just share that. I mean, Colin Cowherd back on his hate train. So Shannon's out today. Power issues over there in West Virginia with power issues in Ohio, but Big G gonna find a way to get out in these streets, so he made it over here with us. He got the buckle up sign up because this is pump your brakes. Somebody could crash and burn. It's been known to happen. You know what I mean? So we don't want that. And keep in mind, with the three of us here, you can learn a lot from a dummy. So I got the homie Big G in the building, per usual. Big G, coming to you, man. What's up?
You see, I had to tell them Yenzies to make sure they buckle up tonight because I think it's going to be a crash out. I can feel it in my bones already, Tate. I can feel it. We got this new dude, Curb, this in the building. He don't know how to act over on Pump Your Brakes. He going to be trying to put his damn foot through the floor. Let's go, Tate. Let's go. We got to control this dude, bro. Make sure, like how you got them damn student driver teachers cars and you got the brakes on your side. Keep your foot close because this dude right here is reckless. He's reckless. Let's go, man. Let's go, Tate. Let's go.
Okay. I mean, I got mad respect for Curb, man. Curb is a Steelers fan behind enemy lines. Just like the homie B Dirt live in Pittsburgh is a Bengals fan. Curb live in Cleveland is a Steelers fan. But he from that piece of the world where pause, but you can go either way, right?
Oh,
because Curb from
what? You said what? What did you say?
I said Curb from the part of the world you can go either way.
No Diddy. You got to chill.
All right. I know Diddy myself.
Yes,
Pause
sir.
again, right?
Yeah.
But hey, that little nook and cranny in the United States, because I'm from Youngstown, Ohio. I got a lot of family, Big G, this Cleveland Browns fan. A lot of them.
Yeah.
When I was growing up, and he could have been a front runner, I don't know. My dad was a Steeler fan, so I went with Pops.
Yeah.
And because of that, that was one of the best choices he ever helped me make just by following him in my life.
Yeah.
He wasn't always the best role model. He wasn't always that, Ward Cleaver, father knows best type guy.
Yeah.
But, he showed me some things and he showed me the way to the Steelers. And, life has been good as a sports fan for that duration, especially a football fan.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? My grandfather's got me being a Red fan and my uncle's got me being a Buckeye fan. What's it say?
Faith family and Pittsburgh Steelers Nation.
There you go.
That's how we work. That's how we work from generations, Tate. That's how
Curb,
we work.
man. Thanks for jumping on with us, man. I mean, you already rock with us on the Smash the Gas, where you and Big G kind of go back and forth like y'all do in the chat all day. But to be here on Pump Your Brakes with us, thank you for filling in for Shannon tonight. Shannon, like I said already, was going on with him, but it was kind of short notice. I think he was hoping the power came back up before his time, but
yeah,
he gave us good HR notice, Big G. He gave it in a timely manner, so no fines for Shannon.
Yeah, no fine.
But Curb, what's up with you, man? What you want to say before we get ready to get this thing started, man?
Not much, man. I'm ready to let's roll. I'm ready to go.
Okay. So, fellas, what I wanted to get into tonight, man, as far as our Steeler talk.
Mm-hmm.
Last show, smash the gas. Sign up for the know-it-alls and the know-it-all channel. We have a show now where we do before this. That's called Smash the Gas, where we start driving fast and we come over here to pump your brakes and settle down a little bit. So go on and check out that on the Know-It-All's YouTube channel. We're going to do that every Wednesday. We have been for about a month now. Every Wednesday right before this show. We jump on over here and, talk to everybody over here on the Steel Curtain Network, Fans First Sports Network, about what's going on. So, fellas, this title of the show tonight is Steelers Masking 2025 Draft Plans. And which I brought up Colin Cowherd a minute ago, which is one part of the reason we talking about this. Omar Khan has signed some player at every position of need the Steelers have, right?
Facts.
I mean, he got a number one receiver. We was talking about Emeka Obuka for the longest time probably being the number one pick. Some people like Matthew Golden being their number one, Emeka Obuka. We were talking about wide receiver though, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we traded second round pick for probably a top 10 to 12 wide receiver in the league. I think he'll play better in an offense better suited for him. Because you saw what Arthur Smith did with AJ Brown, what he turned AJ Brown into.
Yep.
AJ Brown, if you didn't know, AJ Brown, DK Metcalf went to school together, played on the same team. So him and George Pickens can work in my book. You know what I mean? They came out the same year. I think AJ Brown was picked 52, and I think DJ Metcalf picked 62. I know he just went right before the Steelers when the Steelers ended up selecting Deontay Johnson that year. So
trash.
I like the wide receiver pickup. What else do we need? We need defensive linemen, right? Defensive tackles.
Yep.
He brought two off the street. The guy from Jacksonville, the guy from New England.
Facts.
He brought another guy from Jacksonville too. That's more of a project. I think he's a practice squad player. I forgot his name, but
yeah,
he's like 6'5", 290. He's more of an edge, more of a 5 technique. But he's in the building, so he brought Loudermill back.
Mm-hmm.
So he's not pigeonholing himself into having to draft a particular position. He brought the corners in. He got what's my guy name? Darius Slay.
Yeah, 1 year.
On a 1-year deal.
Mm-hmm.
Think he'll be better than Dante Jackson. Dante,
yeah.
Was last year. He picked up Eccles from the Jets.
Yep.
Who's a proven slot, who can play outside, who push Beanie at the best. And whichever one of them guys end up being the starter, we know we got quality depth at the nickel position. He brought in Juan Thurkill. Didn't play well in Cleveland, but we know it's Cleveland. You know what I mean? I think he's going to be an upgrade over KZ.
Facts.
Right? So he brought in the offensive lineman we talked about from the Patriots. Lascivious Smith or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
He brought in the big tight end, Parham from the Chargers, picked him up.
Yeah.
He let Najee go, signed Jalen Warren, brought in Gainwell.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So I look at every position across the board. They decided to keep Holcomb, so I think him and Tomlin know something about Holcomb there. They think he's a better extra piece than what Landon Roberts was because he's more versatile. Not to mention they picked up Malik Harrison, who can play inside or on the edge at linebacker.
Facts.
So I think Omar Khan has the only question about Omar Khan this offseason has been the Steelers quarterback position.
Mm-hmm.
We would all agree.
Facts.
One is Justin Fields. That's probably his one mistake. And it's not necessarily, I don't know if it's on him, could be on Mr. Rooney, Art II, RII, that they lowball Justin Fields. I think Justin Fields would have been that dart throw where you didn't have to draft the quarterback this year. You know what he can do. You see what he can do this year. And then you could decide if you want to draft a quarterback next year. Now you pick up Mason Rudolph, who you know is going to be your backup for the next 2 years. And now you had to go with the best available. They could have had Russ back. They didn't want Russ back. They decided on Aaron Rodgers. And if it went Aaron Rodgers signed, which I think we expect to be soon, not really worried about it. Big Ben is on his show, footballing on Channel 7, saying he think Aaron Rodgers still waiting here from Minnesota. But, I love Ben. Ben from our neck of the woods, Big G. Went to college with my sister, Miami, Ohio. Rooted for them back then. All-time Steeler great. But Big Ben be hating sometime, man. He putting that on Rodgers. Like I think he waiting to play for the. That's why Ben wanted Justin Fields last year, because he didn't want Russ to come here and win a Super Bowl, have two like him, take the Steelers to their most recent Super Bowl. So I mean, I listen to Ben, but I mean, I don't think Aaron Rodgers. I think if you was moving, changing jobs, moving somewhere, you would assess every potential thing about your new company and about where you're going to be calling home while you working there. So I understand that. I'm not giving Aaron Rodgers no grief for that. But so in regards to Omar Khan, so far, off season, I know Big G, we talked about this in the homies on Friday, and some gave him incomplete, some gave him a C-.
Mm-hmm. But
now that we can sit back and reevaluate, and we think Aaron Rodgers is going to sign, what do you think about his job this offseason so far?
I think you're correct by saying that he's masked what he wants to do. And I think he didn't pigeonhole himself by position based on what's going on. The issue is that I think Omar Khan and Andy Waddle realistically looked at what can we do to keep the Steelers relevant in 2025 and help us through 2026. And they looked at those current players that they had, and they allowed them to walk as free agents, i.e. that's all the compensatory picks that we can get from the Pittsburgh Steelers. For the Pittsburgh Steelers. So, and some of them could be as high as a third, but there are going to be multiple ones, third, fourth, fifth, sixth round. So knowing that and knowing that we're going into the draft, and I truly believe that the Pittsburgh Steelers have a plan for the draft. We don't know what the plan is. I think there's some inklings out there what the plan is. But I think moving forward, it's a one-season deal with Aaron Rodgers, and then in turn, I think that'll prove its way on the field. If Aaron Rodgers puts up numbers that are comparable to what he put up in 2025, he's better than any quarterback the Steelers had last year. I just want all you guys to understand
2024.
2024, he's better than any quarterback we had last year. If he puts up numbers like how he did last year for the Jets. His numbers in 2024 was better than his numbers in 2022 because he didn't play in 2023. So last year, almost 3,900 yards, 3,897. Correct.
28 TDs.
Yes.
11 intersections.
Yes.
And a 90.5 passer rating.
And that's better than 2022. That's better numbers than he had in 2022. 2022 was somewhere around 3,600, somewhere around 26 or 27 touchdowns, somewhere around 12 or 13 interceptions. It was better than 2022.
So Russ had 2,482 yards, 16 touchdowns, and 5 interceptions. So Aaron Rodgers had 12 more touchdowns and 6 more interceptions.
Yeah.
And Russ' passer rating was 95.6.
Right.
But so I'll say his numbers were a higher volume. I mean, now Russ didn't play as many games either, though, so we got to consider that. But Russ also doesn't dumps the ball off too fast and is a sack threat. Aaron Rodgers got sacked, but Aaron Rodgers like 6'4", can stand in the pocket, not scared to throw over the middle. So I just think the offense can be better with Aaron Rodgers than it was last year. And I would agree with Danny Littlejohn, his assessment, his grade he gave him, which he gave a B-. I could agree with that, Danny, because I think he covered every base except quarterback. If you covered every base except quarterback and your fallback is Aaron Rodgers, you did all right. Kurt, what do you think, man?
I like it. It's just
fine. Sound like a damn R2D2. Fine.
No Diddy.
When he says you sound like R2D2, you literally do. We can't understand you.
Pass.
That's good.
Pass the mic. Pass the mic, Herb. Until that mic is trash. Pass the mic. Pass the mic.
Hey, man, unplug your mic and plug it back in, man.
Find.
Go over there with your boy Claude. Let us know when you get right. Say something.
He's out of here.
Better.
Nah, he's
not
out of here.
better.
Go, Curb, unplug your mic. Go all the way out the show. Go over there in the Matrix land and fix your stuff, and then come on back in. We got you. Going all the way out, bro. Go on. Tate, listen, man. Listen. I'm going to go back to what I'm saying about Aaron Rodgers, bro. Rodgers has not played with the comparable amount of receivers that he's going to see in Pittsburgh in a long time. I think GP, DK, Calvin Austin III, Roman Wilson, who I think is going to have a better season. You're going to give him a running back. Freiermuth, Mount Washington. Come on, dog. Parman, listen, he's got a lot of weapons in Pittsburgh, bro. So Rodgers is going to look better. He's going to look better than he looked in 2022, than he looked in 2024, and he's going to look better than Russie. Even at that age, he's going to look better.
And I think part of that is he's also another season removed, another offseason from the Achilles injury.
Facts. His mic is still jacked up. I hear it.
Kurt.
Man, she did something.
Oh.
Sound like straight Star Wars saga, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi. No.
I gotta bring the R2D2 sound back, sound effect back. But yeah, man, so I agree with you, what you saying about Aaron Rodgers. So in its totality, we grading Omar Khan though. What do you think about what he deserves?
A B or a B minus. A B or a B minus legitimately. Because like I said, Aaron Rodgers is an upgrade. DK Metcalf's an upgrade. I mean, we start Eccles.
Slay is an upgrade.
Slay's an upgrade. Eccles is an upgrade. These are upgrade positions. Listen, I'm not so going about that Harrison kid. I think that Harrison kid is more serviceable than a lot of people think. Go back and watch the tape with the Baltimore Ravens. He upgraded in a lot of spots, bro. Now, definitely not a defensive line. Defensive line, he did not upgrade.
But I think the plan all along there was to draft somebody, get two new bodies in there.
Facts.
What about you? We believe Thornkill is better than KZ now, right?
Upgrade. He upgraded at every spot except DT. He upgraded.
Yeah, no, I would concur with you.
Yeah. So yeah, a B minus just to play safe, so all those folks won't be hating on him. And listen, for all y'all, and listen, you know I'm the main crash out dude when it comes to Aaron Rodgers coming to play for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm the main crash out. But man, I got to face reality. The issue is he's going to play for the Steelers. The issue is he's going to be on a one-year deal, and I do believe if the offensive line upgrades, Aaron Rodgers will have a good to not necessarily great, but a good season for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Most of this tape
do you mean upgrade, like make a move for somebody, or improve, like get better and be healthy?
Get better and be healthy.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought you meant.
Right, because they're a bunch of kids. They're a bunch of kids. Mason McCormick, Zach Frazier, Troy Fautanu, and Jones are a bunch of kids. I
don't know if you saw it. I saw a tweet from somebody in the Steel Curtain Network Slack channel, and it said that as far as the rookie pass protection percentages go, I mean, that Mason McCormick, Zach Frazier was the highest on the list for rookies.
Yeah, top 3.
Mason McCormick was like down around 5 or 6 for rookies.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if they improve, we all expect that big jump from year 1 to year 2. Zach Frazier is improving from a Pro Bowl season. Knows what to expect, knows the building, knows how things are going to go. Didn't have to go through the combine process, recovery process from when he hurt his knee at West Virginia.
Oh,
Mason
God.
McCormick had been playing what football? What not conference? But what division did he play in? FBS.
Yeah, Division One AA.
Yeah, so he's had a whole year in with the pros and stuff now. We got our homie in the go ahead and read it, Big G. We got the homie, Mr. Governor himself in the building.
Claude Bishop, man. He said, you guys should know by now that Rodgers is pure trash, like the Know-It-All show about an hour ago. He said, laugh out loud. Just kidding, gentlemen. Claude, you ain't kidding. Claude. We know you didn't even identify and show yourself in the chat over there on the Know-It-All. So we know you was hiding out, sneaking around bushes, looking, trying to start success. But, Tate is giving you a pass right now because you paid for the super chat. But I'm going to tell you, Claude, be careful because I got access to the gun. And it ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun, Claude. It ain't no fun, Claude. No fun at all.
I can dig it. Thanks, Claude, for the super chat. Thanks for always rocking with us, man. We definitely appreciate you, even though you be out there in Trollville.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Big G. So what do we think with the draft plans being mad? So it's hard to really know what the Steelers may do. But reading the tea leaves and everything, man, like how do you foresee the first 3 rounds of the Steelers draft playing out in 2025? We're 3 weeks away.
Okay.
3 weeks from tomorrow night is the first night of the draft, first round.
Yeah.
I'll get to see it. I'll be at home watching it. The next morning, I'm on a flight to the homies B Dirt's wedding for the weekend. So
yeah.
second and day 2, which is rounds 2 and 3.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Friday before. So we may get together, myself, him, and Pay, and watch it and, record some video from there. But then Saturday's the day of the wedding, and Saturday's the all-day thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then Sunday's like the Mr. Irrelevant day. Nobody really cares. You just look at your phone for those updates.
Mm-hmm.
But so what do you think happens the first 3 rounds, Big G, for the Pittsburgh Steelers? If you were reading the tea leaves, seeing what you've seen happen, everything that's happened to right now, how you see the draft going?
I think for the first time in a long time, the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to trade in this year's NFL draft. I doubt if they trade forward, but I really do believe they're going to trade backwards. And I think they're going to trade backwards to give themselves capital. I've been arguing with people in the Steelers streets for the last 72 hours. You guys need to go out and look. There's a matrix out there, and it shows you if a team trades from this position to that position, what they will pick up as far as compensatory in the trade from the other team. Now, number one, a team has to be willing to trade
compensation, trade compensation.
But number one, a team's got to be willing to do it. But I know, based on my own research, and it's out there, if you move from 21 to 27 or 28, you're going to pick up a second and maybe a fifth, sixth, or a seventh. You'll pick up 2 picks for trading back those spots. So I really do believe that the Steelers are going to trade back. They're going to put themselves in position to get a second-round pick, and they'll have the pick at 28, the second-round pick that they get from the team that they trade with, and a third round. And I think with those 3 picks, the Steelers will pick a defensive tackle, a running back, and an offensive lineman. I think with those 3 picks.
Okay. You kind of explained your game theory, your thought theory out. But, come on, man. You G. Stradamus, tell us who you think those picks are.
Well, the name that I'm hearing more and more and more in the Steelers streets is tied to the Pittsburgh Steelers is Omarion Hampton, the running back out of North Carolina. I'm hearing that he's tied to the Steelers, right? For a lot of reasons. I think he's the number 1 running back in the draft. I'm not sold on Ashton Genty. So I think that Omarion Hampton, if they stay at 21, I wouldn't be shocked if they picked him. If they trade back, Omarion Hampton might not be there. So there might be another running back that they take a very good look at. I think that if a certain defensive tackle like a Kenneth Grant slides to them at 21, they'll take him. But I think Kenneth Grant's going to be long gone, right? The only defensive tackle or nose tackle that's even worth even taking a look at that position is Harmon, the defensive tackle out of Oregon, okay? Because he's a big body. All these people that want Walter Nolan and all, he doesn't even fit our defense. You thought that Keanu Benton struggled playing defensive tackle. Walter Nolan's really going to struggle playing DT. He's too small, right? So they would have to look at a big guy, 325 pounds plus, this twitchy, put him in position to be able to put him at nose tackle on a rotation, right? So, but if they trade back, they can still maybe get a running back in that first. Maybe look at a guy like Quinshon Junkins. Maybe look at a guy like Travion Henderson. And then in the second round, look at like a B.J. Sanders from South Carolina, or look at a Tyleek Williams from Ohio State. Both of those guys are 325 pounds, 330 pounds plus. You watch the tape, then you see what they did on film at the pro days and at the combine, and they work.
John Carlo, what about Darius Alexander from Toledo in the second round?
He's too small. He's 305 pounds. The Pittsburgh Steelers do not need another defensive tackle that is less than 325 pounds. They don't need another one. They need a guy. Any like
310, 315?
He's 305, bro, and he's probably going to play smaller than that in the league. He's probably going to play smaller than that. I was looking at his film at Toledo, and there was times where you couldn't even tell. And I also saw in the MAC where he was getting knocked backwards. Now, he makes super athletic plays. I'm not saying he doesn't. I saw him get a pick from a D tackle and take it to the house. But that's you playing in the MAC. I think it was against Marshall. He got a pick and took it to the house. He's not going to play at nose tackle at that position. What Claude's saying? Too many holes in the draft to draft a running back in the first 3 picks. Claude, you already know, because Claude hating because he know he about to owe a $25 super chat, quick facts in a hurry. Tate, you've been saying already, you didn't heard the experts. Tell him what the experts done already said concerning the running back position for this draft. Don't get fined.
It was Todd McShay.
Mm-hmm.
He said that this defensive tackle class will have the most drafted the position in the first ever in the first 3 rounds, the defensive tackle.
Facts.
He said that he sees 35 D tackles or edges.
Facts.
Defensive front guys going in the first 3 rounds.
Facts.
He said the record is 26. He said, Todd McShay, even if he misevaluated 8 of those guys, you still gonna get 27 in the first 3 rounds and break the record.
Facts.
So that says it's a whole bunch of talent in the D tackle edge room. But he did say that 25 running backs will be drafted in this draft, which is, he said, this is the best running back class ever he's ever evaluated. He said he's been doing this for like 30 years.
Big facts.
So,
running backs.
Says the best running back class ever.
Yeah.
But he said if you want one of those guys, you got to be willing to spend in the first 2 rounds.
Yeah.
So I everybody likes Grant. Everybody likes Grant. And I like Grant. I don't dislike Grant. I think they can use him right now.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he'd be part of a rotation. And I think you get another guy that's maybe not Grant, but closer to Grant. You can find somebody closer to Grant in the 2nd or 3rd round than you can't find somebody closer to Hampton. In one of the best running back classes, you're not going to find another running back closer to him in the later rounds.
Facts.
So I can see the Steelers starting to lean towards running back.
Yeah.
I don't think they need Grant, Claude. I think Grant would be a good piece to have. I mean, you just stuck on that on that Baltimore that last game, and it was humiliating. It was embarrassing. It was terrible. I mean, once you start getting beat down, it don't get no better because now you deflated. Now they running all over you. So, that was one game, and they do need to be better against the run. And I'm not saying they'll use a high draft pick, a top 3 pick on defensive tackle. But that don't mean they got to be the first pick. And that don't got to mean you got to be the guy that everybody keep pointing to.
Tate, Grant ain't getting past the Cincinnati Bengals. I'm telling you right now, he's not getting past Cincinnati or Seattle. He ain't getting past neither
I
one
mean,
of them.
that only makes it easy. But if he's there and I'm Steelers, still don't mean that's who I'm taking. That's what I'm saying.
I feel you. I feel you.
I mean, that makes it easy in the Steelers if he's gone.
Yeah. He
You
ain't
know,
getting past there.
but
He ain't
Arthur
getting past
Smith
there.
wants to build this offense with a top-notch, top-flight running game.
Facts.
They want to go from the bottom 5 average yards per carry to the top 5 average yards per carry. You bring in DK Metcalf, who's a great blocker. Pat Fryer, who had this whole offseason to get stronger, work on his blocking.
Yeah.
We know what Darnell Washington can do. You know what I mean? You're going to have a healthy offensive line, everybody playing their appropriate position. So I just could see it being running back. I'm not saying it's going to be running back, but I'm not like Claude and stuck in the after says which Hampton? Omarion Hampton.
Marion's. Tate, he got to go get his own. He got to go get his Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
Arthur Smith got to go get his Derrick Henry.
And that's what McShay said. He said that Genty and Hampton are the guys, if you compare them in the league right now, are closer to Saquon. Not saying they are these guys, closest to Saquon, Derrick Henry, Christian McCaffrey went healthy, and he named one other guy. It was 4 of them he named. But they all guys, right? They all guys in the running back room. So
hey, take Quinshawn a dog too. And I'm telling you, if they trade back to 28, I wouldn't be shocked. I wouldn't be shocked if they went and got him.
You like Quinshawn.
Quinshawn is a dog. He's a dog, Tate. He's 6 foot, 222 pounds, 4.4 40-yard dash, can block anybody. And see all y'all that be hating on talking about, well, he's like Najee. Najee ran a 4.66. Quinshawn run a 4.44. It's a big difference. It's a big difference. So Quinshawn at 28 wouldn't be bad either. Quinshawn, he wouldn't be. Now, I said Trey, and Trey's explosive, but he's a little fella. Jalen Warren is bigger than Quinshawn, bigger than Travion Henderson. Jalen Warren's 216 pounds. Travion Henderson's 205 and 206 pounds. He's bigger, right? But the explosiveness, and look at the tape. It's unbelievable from Trey. So, but I think that they need a guy that they can pair up with Warren. And, okay, we got a 1-2 punch. We got our Sonics and Knuckles. So I'm looking at, okay, he going to get Omarion Hampton or he's going to get Quinshawn Judkins in the first. Go get the dude.
I wouldn't mind trading back and getting Judkins, and that's if Hampton's not on the board. If I get to 21, Hampton's on the board, I'm taking Hampton. If I get to 21 and Hampton is gone, but 2 of the 3 defensive tackles I like are still there, I trade back. Because now I'm going to get 1 defensive tackle or I'm going to get Quinshawn Judkins with more stuff, with maybe a second-round pick.
Yeah. And they can get anything they want to at DT tackle. And I keep trying to tell y'all, there's only 2 dudes in that first round of DT that's worth it because they fit the body type that we need in Pittsburgh. Harmon or Grant. Walter Nolan is going to struggle just like Keanu Benton struggles playing nose tackle. He's 305 pounds. He can't do it.
But I don't think he would be the fix at nose tackle.
Right.
He'd be part of a rotation like you got in Philly, and they would plug one of those free agents they just got in on rundowns.
Yeah.
So, but I don't see that being the first round pick. I mean, even if you get Walter Nolan, you trade back because you're not getting him at 21.
And he don't fit.
You probably get him at 29, 30. He fits. He just don't fit where you want him. You just got to have him be part of a monster rotation like they got in Philly.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. But Keanu's playing totally out of position.
So who are the 3 players you said, or did you say? Say the 3 players will take a break and come back.
I would say if they stay at 21 on Omarion Hampton, then our next pick would be in the 3rd. I think they still look at defensive tackle, so that would be like a Farmer, maybe Walker out of Kentucky, and then the next pick would be a 4th round. 4th round, it's BPA. But if they trade back, I could see Judkins or Harmon at D tackle, then flip it in the second round. So if you get the running back in the first, you get the D tackle in the second, or vice versa. And then the third round, you look at a swing tackle, swing offensive tackle for the Steelers. That's what I'm thinking as of today.
A swing tackle is more important than another D tackle or a cornerback.
Yeah, they don't have any depth.
That's what they just find the city is for.
Yeah, but nah, Tate. Nah, they got to go in the draft and get a kid. They got to go in the draft and get a kid.
I think they go later. I think they do get a offensive tackle. I think they just go later, though. I'm thinking 5th or 6th round.
I like that boy from West Virginia. I like that.
Yeah, but
and I think he might be sitting there in the third.
He might be late second, high third.
Mm.
It's a kid from Alabama State that's a project, but his RAS score is like 9.7.
Too raw.
Trust is his name.
Yeah, just too
like
raw.
6'7", 320. I just said, well, I'm gonna say athlete. I just told you what his RAS score is.
Mm-hmm.
But that's why I said project G backup. You to get him in the 6th or 7th round. I'd rather do that than spend my 3rd round pick on a tackle that's going to sit the bench because I could use something else in the 3rd round.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's my thought.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to play anyway. You can get somebody in another position in the 3rd round that might contribute next year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's my thought. Not that they don't need it, not that they couldn't use it. It just wouldn't be on the field next year so you trust as a project, but with way more upside. That's going to be the same, not getting no PT.
Mark Malone, wait a minute. AFL, what is you talking about, bro? Have you researched the Matrix? Mark Malone, I want you to go and look at the last 3 teams that traded
Read the chat.
He said, man, you guys got to stop. You ain't getting a 2nd round pick for trading back 4 and 5 picks. Stop it. I want you to go back and look at the last 3 drafts and look at the teams that traded backwards and look what they got in compensation. And then I want you to come back into the live chat and I want you to apologize for what you just said because you're dead wrong. You're dead wrong.
I think they can at the very least get, if they trade back, say from 21 to 27, 28, they're going to get a late second, a pick in the 50s. They're going to get that back.
Absolutely. Facts.
Yeah, so I mean, I think that's really a thing. I mean, look at the trade value chart.
Correct.
Somebody made a mock trade yesterday, mock draft with the trade. Steelers trading back from 21 to 26 and still getting Hampton from Oregon, Darian Hampton, D tackle. Omarion. No, that's the running back.
Yeah,
Darius Hampton from Oregon.
Harmon.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Harmon.
Yeah.
Trading back and picking up because the value in that was like 97. So they got like a pick in the late 70s or something, only trading back 5 spots.
Correct.
So now if you traded back 7 or 8 from 21 to 28 or 29, you're going to get a little more. So
correct.
It's a thing. It can happen. We're not just talking out the side of our necks, man.
Yeah.
So, we'll see what they do, but it's a possibility.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to take a quick break, Big G, and we right back on this. You're watching on YouTube. Don't go anywhere. We appreciate everybody rocking with us.
Mm-hmm.
We right back for the last block of the show, and we'll be right back. And we'll get to Claude's Super Chat as soon as this break is over with.
Mm-hmm.
And we're back on Pump Your Brakes. I just put up the homies for Friday night. We're gonna be talking about obviously the AFC North. And Lance Zerline did a recent mock draft, did it yesterday. We're gonna use his mock draft as a baseline. Predicts the Steelers. Move the super chat for a second, Big G.
Yep.
Predicts the Steelers to get trade back in this, I believe, and get Hampton. The Browns to get Hunter Carter. The Bengals to get Mike Green from Marshall Edge, and the Ravens. And I don't like this one. To get Nick Imuani from South Carolina, the big safety, to pair with what's that safety name back there now? Kyle Hamilton.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of scary. Let's see. We got Curb back in the building, man. Let's see if Curb has fixed his technical difficulties. Testing, Curb.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Finally, man.
Yeah.
Hey, man, we got to send you to. You probably still shop at Radio Shack, huh?
But no, our lights went out.
Your lights went out?
Lights went out. Well, the internet went out first, then the lights went out. Power went out.
That's what it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, there's Claude Super Chat, bro. There's Claude Super Chat.
Go ahead, read it.
Claude Bishop, man, thanks for the 5, man. The Steelers fumbled the free agent market this offseason because none of those D linemen are legitimate starters, and AR is playing them. Claude, Aaron Rodgers is going to play for the Steelers or he's retiring. So it's really that simple. And the dude wants to play. So now, and as far as starters, the Pittsburgh Steelers have to have rotational defensive linemen. They're going to draft a starter, but you need in order for you to make it through an NFL season. Ask the Philadelphia Eagles. You need about 7 of them. 7 of them that can play minutes to make it through a whole season. So we got maybe 2 or 3 backups. You got Benton, you got Hayward. We're going to draft a guy to get him in there to help it out. So stop it, Claude. Claude is the most pessimistic dude I know.
He is. And he was about his Penn State and Indy Lions. They went to college football playoffs.
And yeah, hated on his own squad. Hate on James Franklin. Hate on Mike Tomlin.
Yeah. Don't even tell us who your basketball team is, Claude.
Hater. Chaz H for the $4.99.
Thanks, Chaz.
I don't think we can get a second round for trading back. In 2023, we traded up from 17 to 14 and drafted Broderick Jones. The Jets got a 4th. But we went up for 3 picks, bro. When a team wants a guy, that's them moving up. Wait. Omar Khan fleeced.
We went from 17. We didn't trade the Jets. We got in front of the Jets.
Correct.
Yeah.
So what's Chaz talking about? I don't understand. Because of that, I don't understand the super chat.
He's saying
we traded up.
Yeah, he's saying that
we traded from 17 to 14 because the Jets was picking at 15.
Correct.
And they would have took Broderick Jones. We jumped in front of them. So what did the Jets barely got a 4th have to do with anything? I don't know what they even did with that 15th pick. I don't know what they did.
He's saying that the team that we traded to go up to that position, all they got out of us was a 4th round pick.
Which was the Patriots because Bill Belichick wanted to just screw the Jets.
Correct. And it was Omar Khan. Who I'm telling you will fleece anybody. He'll fleece anybody out there.
I tell you what, it's one thing about it. If they do it, we will find out. And we got the tape. This the first show in April. Mm-hmm. First show in April at the 43-minute mark. Mm-hmm. Chaz, we'll be back for you, man. We will be back for you because you know we keep around here, don't you, Big G?
Receipts.
You know what we keep around here.
Keep a lot of receipts.
We're looking for you, Chaz.
A lot of receipts is kept around here, bro.
But yeah, man. So I'm gonna come to you with this one, Kurt, because you was gone, man, taking care of technical difficulties and stuff, losing power in the hood, losing internet service, man. See, that's why you and G be bickering back and forth in the live chat. Y'all got a lot of similarities going on in life.
We live in the Midwest. We live in Ohio. What is you talking about?
Bipolar weather.
Yeah. It was 72 degrees today, and it's like 45 right now.
I heard it's supposed to be 70 miles per hour wind there tonight.
Yeah, it's about to jump off.
Yeah, so we better hurry up and get done with the show for you be out of here.
I'm safe. I'm in the bunker.
Yeah, but you might be safe from the wind damage and stuff, but you ain't safe from that internet popping off.
That is fact.
But Kurt, man, let me come to you real quick with this one, man. And we talked about it a little bit in the last show. But I want to know, man, what you think. If Aaron Rodgers signs, which I think all signs point to Aaron Rodgers signing with the Steelers sometime in the near future, sometime before the draft. I won't put a date on it. Mike Tomlin said at the owners' meetings that deadlines don't help anything. You know what I mean? So I can kind of agree with that. You're just putting pressure on somebody when you don't have no other way to go. I mean, you wait to see what Aaron Rodgers doing. You looking for somebody, or you give Aaron Rodgers a deadline, he don't meet it, and you're looking for somebody. So, you may as well be looking for somebody while you wait. So you got a plan C in place because y'all lowball Justin Fields, which is why we decided on Rodgers and not Rush. So we'll see what happens. Ain't no rush on it. Long as I think before the draft, we good. Curve. The potential weapons on the offensive side of the ball. We're looking at all these guys, man. Rodgers and DK and GP and Freiermuth and Jalen Warren, Calvin Austin, Roman Wilson, Darnell Washington, and whatever skill positions they bring in the draft, which we probably think could be a potential number one running back, with Gainwell being the third. To me, everything is an upgrade. DK is better than the guy we had last year, number 11.
Van
Jefferson. Van Jefferson. Better than Mike Williams. Better than any receiver we had. DK is a super upgrade. Pickens being a 2 and not having to be the 1, not have to rely on him mentally is an upgrade for him. He's in a better spot to produce now as a number 2 than he was as a number 1. Everybody wanted Jalen Ward to get the ball more. Now he potentially will, but he could be sharing the backfield, the carries with another great running back out of college. Calvin Austin had his best year as a professional last year. I think he'll get better. Pat Freiermuth is a great receiving tight end who's getting a better passing quarterback. I expect him to elevate. I mean, so I think Darnell Washington will be used more in the pass game because Arthur Smith has had a year to see things and understand the offense. And I think when it's time to sit down, him and Aaron Rodgers will get in there and kind of merge their offensive mentalities together. But, Curb, what do you think about these potential weapons for Aaron Rodgers, who we said already, I don't know if you was here then, threw 28 touchdown passes, 11 interceptions last year, and coming off the Achilles injury, because he played only 4 snaps the first year with the Jets. So we hold a lot of stuff against him but he didn't play that first year. Last year he started slow and got better towards the end versus Russ started well and was trash at the end. So I think in every position we got better. So, Curb, this offense, what do you think it can do?
Well, this is what I think. First of all, you got to remember who our offensive coordinator is. And that's going to be my next thing I'm going to go into with my concern with Rodgers. How is Rodgers and Smith going to mesh? Because Arthur Smith really don't, when you go back in his history, yeah, he'll feed that one receiver, but he his offense never really feeds 2 receivers. And then on top of that, he really don't play like a 3 receiver set, because he loves his tight ends.
Did you hear me say Aaron Rodgers and Arthur Smith will get together and merge their minds together? Did you hear me say that Darnell Washington will be used more in the pass game?
That's what we hope.
So that's your 2 tight ends. I think your third receiver, Calvin Austin, he's in there for that jitterbug type part of the game.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? In the rounds and short pass wide receiver screens, which fits Arthur Smith's play style. Aaron Rodgers will get rid of it quick. But continue. I just wanted to bring those things up.
I have no doubt Aaron Rodgers can get the ball to him. I mean, whoever, he can get the ball to those guys. It's just hopefully him and Smith, like how you just said, they mesh and kind of figure this out, because I think Rodgers going to want to play a little different offense than what Arthur Smith kind of show that he likes to play. So if those guys can work it out, it shouldn't be a problem. Because like I say, I don't have no doubt that Rodgers he can feed those guys the ball. That's not the issue. So that's
being a hater. Tate AFL.
I want to bring up AFL's comment. AFL, man.
So
Come on, man.
That's my only thing. That's my only thing, that these guys can really mesh and figure it out, because it seemed like, I mean, we really don't know what happened.
Y'all, I'm gonna copy Big G here. Y'all Yinzers worry too much about the unknown. The glass is not half empty. The glass is half full till you know it's spilled over. So don't worry. Just believe.
But that's the only issue. Other than that's like I say, I have no doubt in my mind that he can get the ball to those guys. Some people probably thinking he washed. I don't think that. I just hope that these two guys can really work together. And that's it.
They're professionals. I think Rodgers will be trusted a lot more than Russ was trusted. Rodgers will see over the middle more. Rodgers will get rid of the ball quicker. AFL 6-7. F. Rodgers should have signed Justin. I think we all agree with that. That's the one place still dropped the ball to me, is when they didn't sign a low ball Justin. We know a starting quarterback costs $20 million a year. So go ahead and give Justin $20 million and match what the Jets guaranteed. They didn't do that. That's on the Steelers front office. Whoever makes those decisions about who gets the money. So I kind of believe that goes back to Mr. Rooney. I don't know. But I think Omar understands the market better. You would begin the first round pick. Talent, high upside, whether it worked or not. You're going to spend $20 million. You're about to pay Aaron Rodgers probably $30 million now. But so, yeah, we agree they messed up there, but Aaron Rodgers is the best option on the board right now. Big G, you put up Mark Malone's comment. Did you want to address it?
Yeah, absolutely. He said Midget Wilson and Bustin Fields were downgrades from Mason Rudolph. That's not true, Mark. However, he said A-Rod will be next level with DK, GP, and Freiermuth. I got to tell y'all something. I'm going to be real fast with it. I'm gonna start a G Stradamus. I'm gonna start one. I think they're trading GP. I think GP is going to get traded to the Green Bay Packers for either their first or compensation second and fourth, and they're going to draft Matthew Golden. I think that's going to happen.
See the mock draft Matthew Golden going to Dallas at 12.
Yeah,
but
I think they're gonna get Golden, bro. I
don't think Golden gonna be there. I think Golden will play himself to the WR1 in this draft. Okay, I think we'll see. That's the thing about it. Everything we talk about, we'll see eventually. Super chat from homie Jay's Upper Teeth. Rodgers don't need to mesh. Is going to be his way.
That's facts.
It's not going to be his way. It's going to be, like I said, the Steelers have an organization that's not going to just bow down to Aaron Rodgers. But Aaron Rodgers is old. Aaron Rodgers for that's what they're not going to let him not have input, but it's not going to be his way. They're going to run the ball. It's going to benefit Aaron Rodgers to have a good running game and throw off play action. You got GP over there at the back shoulder. You hit DK Metcalf on slants and get physical. That's what it's going to be. They may run some more 11 personnel more than what they want to. They're going to get his input, but it's not going to be just his way.
Tate, I'm telling you right now, Aaron Rodgers will audible out of Arthur Smith's back call in a heartbeat. It's always going to be he's the quarterback, and he's going to come over to the sideline, and he's going to look Arthur Smith in his face, and he's going to say that play wasn't going to work. I'm audibling out of that play. We ran this play.
I agree with that, but I think Aaron Rodgers is going to try and adhere to the offense as much as possible. He's not going to come in and be roughshod and get Hackett fired, get Hackett just like he did that with Denver. Hatchett signed as head coach in Denver because Denver was trying to get Rodgers to come there. Steelers ain't going for that stuff. Rodgers ain't picking no head coach, no OC, no none of that stuff. But Aaron Rodgers, as I said on Smash the Gas, is a cog in the wheel, a big cog in the wheel, but no less a cog in the wheel. There's leadership, there's organizational structure, everything in Pittsburgh that wasn't the Jets. You couldn't tell me who the leader was in the Jets locker room when Rodgers came in. Who was the guy? They was going with Garrett Wilson having a great year, Sauce Gardner. Who was the guy, Big G, for the Jets that was going to get in Aaron Rodgers' face? Who was that guy?
I hear you saying that, Tate, but I'm going to tell you, Aaron Rodgers is going to bypass Arthur Smith. And I promise you, Aaron Rodgers will throw Arthur Smith under the bus. I promise you. Now, he won't throw Mike Tomlin under the bus, but he's damn for sure will throw Arthur Smith under the bus. I guarantee that.
This will be the thing. And I kind of agree with you, G. The only thing, especially when you get these veteran quarterbacks like this, because, I mean, think about it. I mean, people can say what they want to say about Russ. Russ ain't he ain't making no waves. Russ
he's a company guy. He's a company guy.
Yeah, but I'm saying Russ did the same thing. He audibled out that mess, and that was part of the. No, he didn't. He didn't audible like he wanted to, and that was part of the issue. But he don't have the cachet that Aaron Rodgers got. I mean, I get that, but I'm just saying the fact of it is those veteran quarterbacks like that. Them guys have seen everything, and I agree with you, G. If Arthur Smith coming with some play and Rodgers sees something else, he's changing that play. That's where I'm saying Arthur Smith going to have to be able to kind of swallow his pride a little bit, especially if Rodgers feel like he's out there balling. I mean, that dude going to do his thing.
Big G, put him there. Put Reggie there right now.
He's going to do his thing.
Reggie, trade Pickens for Tyler Lockett. Oh, my God. Wait a minute, I gotta go find it. I don't even have it on deck. I just saw what he said. Reginald Rivers, man, I ain't seen you this whole freaking chat, and you going to come in and get yourself knocked to the Matrix? What the hell?
Yeah, man, we got a super chat. I want to Juice put up a super chat, and somebody said something. Rodgers going to have it like Ben. I think Rodgers will get to the line and do whatever he want to do, but I think Rodgers is going to try and adhere to the scheme and schematics. He's not going to go just rough shot off the grid with his own thing. You know what I mean? He will change plays. When you got a quarterback like that, a 4-time MVP, an all-time great, you expect him to be able to do those things. So that's not nothing new, but he's not going to be running the Steelers. That's why I said him and Arthur Smith going to have to merge schematics and the system together collectively, because you got to run the ball. Aaron Rodgers will be best. He usually plays shotgun, and he'll go to that sometime. He'll be best under center, having a good run game, play action, back shoulder to Pickens, deep ball to Pickens, slants to DK, let him cross the middle. Aaron Rodgers can throw darts, get physical. You got Pickens crossing with Fryer move. Come on, man. Aaron Rodgers got his choice. And then sometimes you send DK deep on the other side.
Yeah.
I mean, man, it's going to work. Calm down, Yenzies. Golden was in Pittsburgh today. Okay, yeah.
Was.
Okay. A visit, great. He ain't going to be there at 21.
I don't know, Tate.
Big G.
He might be there 24, 25.
Big G. Corner time right now, Matthew, go top 20.
Bet. That's a bet. That's about how much?
10 minutes. I ain't sitting on no show just with my back turned for no hour. So don't ever ask me that.
That's how confident I am. Or 20 minutes.
You can bump that up. You can bump that up to top 15.
What?
No, I'm not doing. I'm saying he's gonna go before the Steelers will be able to pick him. That's what he's saying. So it's a bet.
It's a bet. It's a bet. And I'm not saying Golden is trash. I'm just saying I know the needs of the teams in front of him. Matthew Golden is the third or the fourth receiver coming off the board.
He's going to be the top 2 receiver coming off the board. Maybe one.
He's not going in front of Tech, and he's not going in front of Mecca. He ain't going in front of neither one.
You watch and see. So right now, get ready.
Go stand in the corner now.
That's a true story.
Live chat, you heard what he said, and I can't wait to put him in the corner. I'm telling you, he ain't going in front of Mech, and he's not going in front of Tech.
I don't care about who he's going in front of. He's not going to be there at 20. Then 3 receivers get drafted in the top 20 then.
Okay, so maybe 3 or 4 receivers go that high. But right now, no. Right now, no.
Okay, you said he'll be there for the Steelers to pick if they want it. I'm saying he's not going to be there. That's all our bet's about.
That's
which means I'm saying he go in the top 20. You say he go after.
That's fair.
Okay. Now, if he the first receiver off the board, that's just a cherry on top of my Sunday.
That's facts.
to say I told you so, Big G, you
That's
Yinzer.
That's facts. Nah, he's not going in front of Ted. If Ted gets past the Carolina Panthers, I'll be shocked. If Ted gets past 8 at Carolina, I'll be shocked if he gets past 8.
I have to say thanks for another great show because that's the perfect prompt. We're about to get out of here in just about 2 or 3 minutes. After, I want to thank you for always rocking with us, always joining us. And you out there on every Steel Curtain Network show too. So
That
just
facts.
big ups for being everywhere all the time, man. We appreciate it. And I'm not surprised, Afton, if DJ Giddens is one of the running backs the Steelers considered like in round 3. If he's the BPRB on the board. The BRBA, best running back available on the board. So yeah, what you was gonna say, Kurt?
I got a question. So what would it take, or what type of year it would take for the Steelers if Rodgers say he wanted to come back again next year?
It take one playoff win. They still gonna draft a rookie next year. That ain't gonna change nothing.
No. I'm just saying what you think it would take for him to come back, for the Steelers to bring him back for another year.
A winning season, win a playoff game, and he's back if he wants to be.
Yeah.
And they still gonna draft the quarterback in the first round next year.
Facts.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not doubting that. I'm just saying.
Well, that's what it'll take, a playoff win.
A playoff win. Okay. So that's what all right. So you're saying a playoff win.
Yeah.
A 10-7, 11-6 season with a playoff win guarantees Aaron Rodgers, if he wants to play again, he'll play for the Steelers. Guarantee it.
That's what I'm like.
But that's if he wants to play.
Yeah.
That's if he wants to play.
Hey, Big G, before you get out of here, man, he didn't pay for that one, so you can do the honors if you want.
Man, I'm about to hit him with this one. That's big trash. Let's go, man. Trash.
He Claude with the big chat. Hey, Claude, thanks for rocking with us, man. You Afton, Quad Father, Mark Tobin, Craig Withlow. We didn't shout nobody out early. Heine Carlo in the building. Mark Malone, Craig Werlow, Mr. Woodsey, Juice, Rob Lightfoot, Reggie's one comment got him in Claudeville.
Quick.
AFL 67 out here saying cussing Aaron Rodgers out. I mean, everybody that rocked Jay's upper teeth with the super chat.
Bruh, man.
Everybody that rocked with us, we really completely appreciate it every week, man. We got to like about 145, 147 people in the views right now. As far as the live show. Now go on over there and get them YouTube numbers up, man. Well, how we say it, Big G?
Algorithm.
Get them algorithms up. Lastly, we about to get out of here. Curve, go ahead and wrap it up. What you want to say? Tell the people where to find you out on the Black and Gold Standard, and plug yourself, man, and then let them know they can check you out on the Smash the Gas podcast.
Yeah, so you can check me out on the Black and Gold Standard podcast, and then every Wednesday I'm with these two guys on Smash the Gas. We have a lot of fun. It wasn't no crashing out today, but I'm enjoying it. So you can come check me out, and hope to see some of you guys. Oh man,
Big G,
what?
What's up,
man? You already know, bro. I'm in the Steelers streets. You start with with Smash the Gas, Know It All's channel. Make sure you like and subscribe, y'all. Make sure y'all help us get this Know It All's channel to that 1K. We're getting close. So make sure you help us get to the 1K. Go over to the Know It All's channel and subscribe. We come over here for Pump Your Brakes. The Homies and Homies Overtime on Friday here on Steel Curtain Network. We come back with the Know It All show on Sunday, and I got to get Mod and all them Dallas Cowboy fans talking crazy over there on the Know It Alls to get them boys straight. Come back. Check me out again on the Level Up College Football podcast on Mondays. And then I'm over there with Steelers Almighty and Big B and them on Tuesdays. You know, and so listen, I'm on a lot of channels and a lot of Steelers streets. Somebody asked me to come on and do something else, and I don't know, man. I ain't got a lot of time. I got to make sure I take care of home first, man. But I didn't have somebody else say, "Come on, G," and I'm like, "Nah, bro, nah, man, it's too much." They was like, "We'll work around your schedule. We'll make it on Thursdays." I'm like, "Nah, bro, nah, too much."
Hey, man, I'll be glad on evenings I don't have podcasts sometime, man, because it's for me. I feel you. It's basketball on Monday. It's this on Wednesday, and the Smash the Gas Wednesday before this.
Mm-hmm.
On Friday night is the homies overtime. On Sundays the know it all. So that Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, I'll be cool with them days off, man.
Man, I can't wait for Thursday, boy.
And for all the podcasts, I do a lot of stuff behind the scenes. I ain't say I do everything, but I do a lot of stuff behind the scenes.
That's facts. That is facts. Tate does a lot. That is facts.
So I just want to say shout out to the homie Quad Father, the unclawed. Quad the unclawed. How about that, Big G?
Hey, we need a graphic. we need a graphic for either the unclawed or the unmatrix. Yeah, we need a graphic. For that. We need a graphic.
But I'm rhyming, man, with Quad the unclawed, because he said you guys are dropping knowledge contrary to Claude's opinion.
Yeah. Get him out.
Appreciate that, bro. Mm-hmm. Well, I'm gonna say before I get out of here, I'm just gonna say, man, thanks for rocking with us again. I'm gonna say we'll be back on Friday for the homies on Friday night. Like I said already, we're gonna be talking about Lance Zerline's latest mock draft, which dropped yesterday. Had the Steelers getting Harmon, Darius Harmon, the Browns taking Abdul Carter. I'm interested in seeing what B. Dirk got to say about he got the Bengals taking Mike Green out of Marshall edge. They took an edge not a year or two ago that hadn't really lived up to expectations. I forgot where he's from. From Clemson. He's from Clemson, wasn't he?
Yep. I just can't remember his name, but yeah, that's
Ravens taking the safety out of South Carolina, who's a RAS stud. And with him and Kyle Hamilton back there, like you got two safety type linebacker built guys back there. That becomes scary.
Facts.
So, check us out on Friday. Check out, I'm an old school guy. I don't know if you checked it out yet, Big G, but I don't know. Like I can go to Apple Music because it's Apple. The Apple Music app that I pay for monthly. $9.99 a month. It gives me access to all the music. I've already checked out Will Smith's new album, man. WS, based on a true story. Kind of dope for an old guy, man. I'm just saying.
Will
Check
Smith.
it out.
I'll listen to it on Spotify a little bit.
I'm gonna try and talk to Pete, man, and see if he can help us get Will on the know-it-alls, man.
That'd be boss. If Pete could do that for Pete, if you listen to us, listen, man, look out for your family, bro.
Right.
Get Big Willie for us, bro, so we can put Big Will Smith on the know-it-all spot.
Yeah, I'm gonna put some in his ear this weekend because he out here Will like and Pierce traveling with him, but he out here like on a renaissance talking about he said like in one of his rhymes he said with this mic he feel like Customato talking about like Mike Tyson, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. The only person I'm boxing with is my shadow. Like, yeah, I took a knee, but I never went down though. And like, yeah, he was killing it. You have to hear it if you ain't heard it, but that one, I like that one a lot. But yeah, man, so with that being said, let's go ahead and get out of here. Check us out next Wednesday on here. Shannon will be back. Power will be up. Big G will not be in the hurricane. There ain't no hurricane. 75 miles per hour is hurricane winds though, but y'all getting 70 miles per hour winds.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm over here on the East Coast. It was raining all day, and it was chillier than it had been. It was like got down 55 today, but that ain't that bad.
Mm-hmm. So Tate, how far are you from DC?
About 15 miles outside the city.
Oh, so you were okay? Because we got some people that live in Washington. We come there a lot.
Oh, whenever next time you down here, man, let me know. We meet up.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, you already told you and you guys in the chat, man. You a little older than me, Kerr, but I'd have been your big homie back in the day, man. I'll take you under my wing, man. Don't worry about it. Oh, you come on down here to the district, man, and we get together, man. You bringing the wife, the family come? How you doing? Okay.
Fine.
Ooh, I'm glad it's the end of the show, Kirk. We about to get out of here, man, because you just got your last. Yeah, he exited himself. Big G. With that being said, man, peace us out, man.
Peace.